Thank you for joining me. I thought today would be a great day to celebrate this wonderful star that helps promote life, keeps us warm, provides us with light. So we're going to do some modified sun salutations, right? So we'll start in a seated position, however that might be for you today. Just want to make sure that the spine is erect, shoulders are over hips, comfortable, so cushions, blocks, bolster, whatever you need, right? Want to enhance our capability to breathe fully and deeply in and out through your nostrils. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes, or let your eyes focus on the drishti, or that focal point. And let's take a nice deep inhale into the nose. Slowly release it through your nose. Try to count to yourself an inhalation for the count of 5, and then exhale for the same time frame. We got 2 more breaths together. Perfect. Last one. Nice deep inhale into the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. A couple shoulder rolls forward and back. Sun salutations work the whole body from the soles of your feet up to your fingertips. It's a great way to start your day, an awesome way to cool down or to warm up for whatever physical activity you're about to go into, even if it's just going for a walk. And I love to do them after I do things, after I cycle, after I hike, things like that. At the end of the day, just to kind of stretch out, especially if you've been seated a lot during the day. Let's continue that nice deep breathing into the nose and start to move through those shoulders, get them ready to support our body weight in those chaturangas, modified chaturangas, which are basically just a push-up, right? Very important to be able to support the body weight. Good for your bones, and it keeps some strength, right? Muscle density. Inhale, reach it up, and exhale, release it down. Good. We're going to take a twist. Use that exhale to move the torso. Pause here if you need to for as long as you like. Sweep it up. And exhale, release it to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Perfect. So this whole little clip together today is just going to be a lot of movement, but as always, smooth and gentle at the pace of your breathing. So if you need to slow it down, if you need to stay in a position, please do so. Right? This is all about you and connecting with the world that's inside of you. So let it go. Lateral flexion. Get a little bit more into the rib cage, into the waist. Perfect. Inhale it up and exhale it over. Woo. The side stiff. Perfect. One more time, reach it up. Let's greet that sun. Perfect. Modified cat-cow. We've done this before. Seated variation. We're just going to flex and extend the spine. So hold on behind the thighs, hold on to the front of the knees. I'm going to pull myself forward the inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Just kind of push the heart forward, and then exhale, tuck and round. Pull that navel to the spine. Right? Strength and integrity. Inhale and exhale. Just one more. Perfect. Good. So we're going to transition to all fours. Continue to use the cushion or a pad or a blanket under your knees if you need to. I'm working on our cement slab on the patio, so I'll keep in that cushion. Oh, the old knees aren't like they used to be. Right, good. Knees under hips, hands under hips. We'll go to that cat-cow again. Lift the chin, drop the belly. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck and round. Tilt and tuck. One more for good measure. Tilt. Ooh, gotta watch the hummingbirds out here. They're like little torpedoes. We'll take you out. All right. Child's pose. Taking your hips back towards your heels. Right. You might have to tuck your toes under if that's what your ankles need. You might like to tuck your toes under just to stretch the arches of your feet, or you might like to extend through your toes. So stretch out through your toes. Help stretch those ankle joints. Briefly over to the side, once again focusing on lateral flexion, helping increase the mobility of that spine. Over to the other side. we're going to go into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Fingers spread nice and wide. I know a lot of people have issues with wrists and hands. You can use a fist. You can do down dog from your elbows. You can get a wedge. You can take the mat and roll it back a little bit so that the heel of your palm will be on the edge and your fingertips down towards the surface. So that just creates a little bit less of an angle in your ankle joint. Not ankle. Wrist joint, duh. Or you can get a wedge. You can also use dumbbells. Right, I've done that too, where you hold on to dumbbells, gives your knuckles a break from the floor, but it really helps strengthen your forearm and your wrist and your hand because you're holding on to that dumbbell. But whatever you need to do for you. I'm going to tuck those toes under and push up and back. Let your head hang between your shoulders. So 2 things to note, or to be aware of, or to be prepared for. We all have different levels of flexibility. Our bones and our muscles are similar but attached and inserted differently, plus the history that we may have applied to our bodies. So getting your heels to the floor is not important. If it is uncomfortable for you, bend your knees, take your tail way up to the sky, or you can roll that mat and put that underneath your heels, or you can get blocks or use a blanket so that your heels do have something, so you have that connection of your heels down into the earth. You know, that helps you. But yes, it can get better depending on how you're designed and what has happened in your lower extremities. And another thing, when you have your hips over the top of your head, your shirt's going to slide down over your face. So get ready for your belly button, get over it. Everybody has one. Some are in, some are out. Some are better than others. Who cares? Doesn't matter, because you're the only one that can see it. Toes tucked, hips up and down. Right? Perfect. So, get that out of the way so I don't trip. So we're going to do modification of a Surya Namaskara A, or sun salutation. Just going to kind of walk or step, hop, jump, crawl up towards your hands. I'm going to hold on to the elbows. Knees are soft to get ready to stretch a little bit more through the hamstrings. Either hands to the floor, which isn't going to work for everybody, to the shins, to the thighs, but extend or draw your chest away from your hips just to create some stretch and some length in your spine. Then as you exhale, hands back down. So we're going to go in reverse. I'm going to step back. Okay. Since this is modified, I'm going to lower the knees, and here comes a little cobra, right? A baby cobra. Lift the chest. Perfect. Release it back down. I'm going to push up to all fours. So be mindful of your lower lumbar, right? So I recommend that chin not tucked strongly, but neck long. So looking out in front of you, or look at the edge of your mat. And you want to think about taking your hips up. So hips are going to go up and back. Oh, I can't even imagine who's at the front door right now. And down dog. We're going to use the inhale to step up. Exhale, fold it. I'm going to do that half lift, so inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Going to step back again. Take the knees to the floor. Belly and chest comes down, right? Modify. If you're comfortable, inhale for a cobra, right? I'm going to take it back into a child's pose. If you need to lower halfway, then lower halfway. Right? Try to avoid, tuck your toes, try to avoid dropping just your hips and not bringing your chest down. So those moments of lack of strength. Strength is something that we all can increase. One more time, modified. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down, back. Knees down. So what I mean modify, I'm only going to go halfway. So if that's all I can hold for just a brief second, and then I go back to a child's pose, that's awesome, right? You're working on that strength just for a moment. That's all you need to do. Moment by moment, get stronger. Tuck toes, hips up and back. Inhale up to your hands. Exhale. Good. Here comes the hard part. You're probably going to lose me in the camera, but I'm going to stand all the way up. going for Tadasana, mountain pose. Ooh, and there you go, sun right into the face. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Good. And my knees are bent, right? Inhale. Gonna draw, stretch the torso. Hands down. Step back. Right. For those that are more than modified level, right, lower all the way down. Still gonna stick with Cobra. Release the chest. So here we go. Lift with my hips up and back. And then we move into down dog. How about one more time? So we're just getting a set of 5. Inhale to step up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good job. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive, fold, bow. Half lift. So make sure your hands are touching something. It's important for your brain to connect with your body. When your hands are hanging out in space, when you do this, when you do a lift, you hang out in space, the tendency for your posture is not to be the best. So ground your hands and ground your feet so that you can connect with your whole skeletal body and be more respectful to it. Hands down, stepping back, right? I'll modify, lower. So this is Bhujangasana Cobra. That's an airplane. You can probably hear it happens. We're outside, unscripted, unfiltered. I'm going to move into upward facing dog. So they're different. Notice down dog, Cobra, pelvis is on the floor, and you're focusing more on your thoracic. So more of an upper back bend. Okay. Moving into up dog is more about strength. I still have the same amount of back bend or arching back in my spine, but I'm using my core and my legs and more arm to support myself, right? It takes a little bit of time to get there, so be careful. You can get a lot of lower back issues or increase your lower back issues. Perfect. Pushing it back. Let's do I'm feeling it. Let's do a seated twist. Put that cushion. There we go. So, one leg out. Once again, sitting in a position that your spine can be tall and straight, your pelvis is level. Bring this in as tight as comfortable for you. You don't want your leg to push you back or to roll you over. Wrap an arm. Use your exhale to move your torso. Let's take that twist the other side. Uh-oh. We might get hit by a golf ball. I must say it's beautiful here, but it's a club, but it's also a public course. In 4 months, we have at least 500 golf balls. It's incredible, like out in the road. Not the best, but you know, they all seem to be having a good time. So Baddha Konasana or cobbler, stretch the inner thighs, stretch the outer hip, spine nice and straight. Awesome. I'm just changing. I took my foot, doing that twist again, took my foot and placed it on the outside of my long leg. This will help me get a little bit more into the line or the outer line of this leg or the hip. Your TFL, IT band, things like that. This helps stretch out a little bit more. And they swear when they miss where they need to go with their golf ball. I would too. Awesome. Lengthen up, take a twist. Perfect. Release. You're going to extend forward. Modified, knees are bent. Good job. Coming back into Sukhasana, cross-legged ankle seat. We're getting ready to close out our time together. Just want to do a little brief movement. Thought it'd be an awesome day to do that, so thank you for joining me. Spine straight, arms up on the inhale, and exhale, release. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Awesome. I want to thank you so much for sharing some time with me today. Enjoy your sun salutations. Continue to do them as much as you can at any time you feel inspired or willing or motivated to do them, even when you're not motivated to do them. So until we meet again, namaste. Have a great day.